Perfect.
Hi, everyone. This is Dr. Megan Miller.
And Joe Smith.
And this is We'll Decide Wednesday, a special feature of the Do Better podcast. We have a lot of people here with us tonight from the collective. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. We're going to go ahead and spin the wheel and see what our topic is for tonight.
Drum roll, please. Let's see what it is.
Do Better shout out, but we just had that. So we're going to spin it again because we just had that a couple weeks ago. So
I almost want to say that was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it was just 2 weeks ago. We usually only do that one like once a month or so. Oh, places you hate to go. All right. I should know who went first last time, but I don't remember. So do you want to go first or do you want me to, or do you remember?
I will go first because I'll tell you what, I've just been to one of these places I hate. Okay. But I had to go. Okay. So let me go ahead, set my timer for 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And my time starts right now. All right. So I have a love-hate relationship with this place, but I more so hate it because you just end up spending way too much money. Okay. So there's a couple places. First of all, okay, TJ Maxx. Love the place. I just spend way too much money there, so I hate it. Okay. I can be in that store for hours and find $100, $200 worth of stuff that I really don't need, but I make an excuse to go. Second thing, IKEA. IKEA has a lot of fun, cool stuff. But however, you can walk out of there with a crap ton of money, like spent on like just random stuff and that you have to put together that's in a million pieces. So that's number 2. Number 3, Costco. I hate Costco on the weekend because it's so busy. And there's times that I find stuff that I absolutely love. Like my wife and I love these sparkling drinks and these vitamin waters. The past 5 times I've been there, they either have one of them or none of them in stock. And it makes it really difficult for us because we like flavor, we like drinks, we like to use them daily. And it's really hard to stock up and run out of them and not know when they're going to come back. So that place, it just frustrates me. And then, okay, this is also what I dislike about Costco. I walk in, I see that they have Laughing Cow cheese. Is it the type of cheese, Laughing Cow cheese I want? No, they only have the plain. I want the pepper jack because I like things in my life spicy. Okay. Spicy stuff is amazing. So I went on a rant, but it's okay because I stayed within my 2 minutes and 30 seconds and my time is now up.
Wow, Joe. I never knew you were so particular about your cheese.
Yeah, I really like that spicy pepper jack flavor. And then, so I have a specific meal plan and my breakfast is always the same. It's 2 slices of Dave's Killer Bread toast, the grain variety of it, with 2 slices of the Laughing Cow pepper cheese because that's 60 calories. And I do 5 ounces of egg whites. That's what I do for my mornings every day. And then if I'm in a rush, I'll do a cup of Cheerios, the regular brand, like not the honey nut, the regular Cheerios with a scoop of protein powder and a cup of unsweetened vanilla almond milk. And that's what I do for my mornings. And that's like, I knew my calories for that when I eat that stuff. So yes, I'm very particular in my mornings.
All right. I'm going to go next, but for those of you who are watching on Facebook Live or here in Zoom with us, feel free to type in the chat if there's any places you hate to go, or when I'm done talking, you can get on the microphone and share yours as well. I'm going to go ahead and start my timer. This is hard. What places I hate to go. I don't have as much passion about this one as Joe did, which is surprising. So I know we kind of talked about this at one point, but like mine's not so much places I hate to go. It's like, I don't like phone calls. So if I have to like make a phone call about something, I hate that. And I know that's not exactly the same thing, but, I don't like inefficient places, but for some reason I can't think off the top of my head what those would be. Like, like the DMV and all the ones that people would typically say, but thankfully there's like online stuff now. So you don't typically have to do those types of things. I don't know why this one's so hard for me. Like physical places, places like geographical locations. I don't like going places that are cold since I live in Florida. So I'd prefer not that. I do not mind if I'm there for like a day or two and it's like just cold enough to snow, but not so cold that your nose hairs are freezing. I can do that, but otherwise, no, thank you. And I don't like to go to places that, I guess I've gotten to the point during the pandemic where I'm like not a huge fan of going to the grocery store because I was just using like Instacart, but it's so much more expensive to use Instacart. So now I like have to go. So I don't mind going to the grocery store by myself. And sometimes with my son, he's so cute and it's funny, but a lot of the times he like really wants to buy stuff now. He's at that age. And I have to like talk him out of picking out like 10 different fruits or vegetables because I know he won't eat them all. And I don't want them to go bad. But then at the same time, I'm like, but I don't want to discourage you from fruits and vegetables. So like giving him a limit on like, you can only pick two, but I know they're going to go to waste. So yeah, I've been using the Whole Foods one and they don't seem to be charging more. Like I did some price comparisons, but yeah, so I'm not a big fan of that. I don't mind like the ones you were saying, like I actually like to go. I don't go to Costco because I don't have a membership, but like I used to go to Sam's Club and I didn't mind that because I would see things I didn't know I needed that I probably didn't actually need,
but then all that money that you spend on things that you don't need.
but it turned out it was like stuff I really did need. I just didn't know I needed it.
And that for a bulk, that's a lot of bulk.
No, see, that's the thing. So like at Sam's Club, they have clothes and sometimes the clothes are like at one point they had like when the limited and express, limited, especially when the limited went out of business, they had a ton of limited like shirts and shorts and stuff. And it was all really nice, but it was like $5. So, and you don't have to buy that in bulk. So it's more like that kind of stuff, books and things that are like just there for some reason, but they're not in bulk.
True. I understand that. I just got a bunch of like white shirts from like underneath my like dress shirts, and they're the best things. They're super light, they're super breathable. But I tell you what, like I love tonight, Megan. Do you know why?
Because tomorrow Iowa State starts playing. Not related at all.
No. I wasn't thinking of Ohio State. They're going down anyways. But anyways, no, about our comments. Like there were so many people that made comments in our chat. So I love it.
Yes. I saw Leslie hates the post office, basically anywhere with horrible customer service. I'm really fortunate. The post office near me is like really awesome. And we have a lot of post offices here. I don't know why, but so that's great. I don't have a problem with the post office.
See, I don't have a problem with the post office because I use the automated system and it's so nice.
Yeah. Kate had a good one. School drop off and pickup line. I didn't even think about that one. Yeah. That's a really good one. Yeah. A lot of people were agreeing with Kate on that one. Yes. Fuming.
And then I don't understand the Target pickup line. I love the pickup. Like that's so easy.
No, are you saying, Leslie, were you suggesting you like it or you don't like it?
Oh, I love it. It's the best
Yeah.
thing ever.
Oh yeah,
I
it's
think
the
that
best
was when
thing.
I was talking about not going inside of a store.
Yeah.
Um, and then Liz is part, your wife, Liz,
That's
Elizabeth, said that you're salty because she sprung an IKEA trip on you last night
no
and you have a car
tonight.
full of stuff together.
Tonight.
Oh.
Okay. I came home at about 6:15 and she was like, hey, we need to go to IKEA. I'm like, for what? Well, it wasn't for a good reason, okay? Because potentially we might have some visitors and that will come to our house and stay with us for a while. So I know I'm super excited.
Exciting.
Yeah, super exciting. But that made it the IKEA trip. And now we're like thinking about like stuff that we need and like, oh, we actually don't have the stuff. So yeah, now we had to find like where we can find this stuff and plan. So
Yeah, that's exciting. Yay.
yeah.
Well, so for those of you who are on here, I know some of you shared in the chat. Does anyone want to get on the microphone and share places? You don't have to talk for 2 minutes and 30 seconds, but if you want to share or type anything else in the chat before we close out. Oh, I thought of one finally. Like I don't know why it took me so long. Kate, I thought of it when I looked at you because you go to this place, I'm pretty sure. The gym, and Joe, the gym. I don't like it. I do not like going to like gyms. Like I'll work out at home, I'll go for a run, but you cannot drag me into a gym.
I love that gym. I love that feeling walking in and then like you being all jacked up on like
It's so like
pre-workout.
anxiety producing. I feel like everyone's judging everyone and like there's people in there like dressed to the nines for some reason to work out and like I just don't know. I'm not that when I work out it's to like do work on my body and like not be like judged or put on a performance or anything like that. Which is funny because we're doing the challenges and I post videos of it on Instagram, but I need to buy by myself. I don't like being around people when I work out.
Understandable.
Yeah, that's why like before COVID, like I started my own home gym. I got the barbells, the plates, the kettlebells, the dumbbells, the squat rack, and it's been a game changer for me. Like I love it.
Yeah.
Like I was out there first thing this morning and I was listening to death metal, just jamming out. Of course, I got
Death
my
metal?
pre-workout in. Yeah, I love metal when I'm in the gym, and the heavier it is, the louder the more screams. Like, yeah, I mean, I'm all about that. So that's my place to like get myself right, and it makes a difference. Like today, like I was super focused, I was happy, like it was so awesome.
I'm heading there after this.
Yeah.
Yes, there we go.
I can tell you have your gym ponytail in.
Yep.
Anyone else? Marlene said, I don't like going to the beach at 3 p.m. during summer. I live in Florida and it's too hot. Yeah, good point. Let's see if we have anyone on. Not really. The Facebook Live isn't as active tonight because we're on at a different time. So, all right, well, we're going to go ahead and close out. I could sit here and talk to you all like all night long, but I need to get home. So just as a reminder, in terms of events that we have going on, there's nothing else for this week. Next week, we have just our typical meeting with me on Wednesdays. And we decided during the meeting tonight, because we were talking about peak for our assessment, we're just going to do like knock out a bunch of weeks on peak and different topics around intervention and problem solving and assessment. So in the weekly meetings with me for the next few weeks, we're going to be doing peak. And we don't have anything else next week. But then after that, we have on Tuesday, whatever that third Tuesday is in September, I forget what the date is. We have reading to action. So that's from 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern. And then we also have that Thursday, we have, I believe it's that Thursday, we have, I think, a mentorship session. I need to memorize the calendar for September. And then on Saturday, I know on Saturday, the 25th, we have Megan Kirby is doing the webinar. And it's a really unique topic on using storytelling to improve writing skills. And then we have a bonus mentorship session this month with Emily Ice on sleep. And I think that's on the 23rd, but it's at a different time. It's like 11:30 a.m. Eastern. So I sent it all out over email, but we'll be trying to do more posts and stuff too to help people know what activities we have going on. And if you're not a member of the collective, for those of you watching on Facebook Live or listening to the podcast, feel free to touch base with us and we can tell you how to join. And yes, there was a question, is this the new time for the wheel going forward? I'm teaching a class. So pretty much until like December, this is our time. There's a few weeks where like the class doesn't meet, but it's too confusing to like go back and forth. So we're just going to do it right after the weekly meetings with me. We'll hop on the wheel and then end out for the night. So sorry to make people stay up later to join us. Liz, you're a trooper. I can't believe you made it. But yeah, this is what we're going to do till December 1st. All right, everyone. I hope you have a good night. It was great seeing everyone.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Rock out in the gym.